Hey yo, it's Demi and I'm back with another video. How y'all doing? I hope you are doing all right. I hope you're doing okay. Don't mind my ugly face right here. I'm breaking out. Like, see, the camera is getting it out, but I'm breaking out and I don't even know why. But yeah, stress pimples is like, I've not been on here for a long time. I had plans of videos to do, guys. Oh my goodness. And I just got caught up in the Christmas like shabam, and I've just been really busy. And I think I'm really tired because school took a lot of my time. Even though then I could do YouTube videos, but I just needed to take a break for a minute, for a second. But I'm back, yo. I'm back and I'm coming back with fire every day. This is a but before the New Year's. Hey, we're going to a New Year. Hey. But before the New Year's, and I just wanted to say some things on my YouTube. I'm about to do a little bit of a motivational talk video, and also like pen like a couple things you shouldn't take into the New Year as you go in. I say that, and also just a summary of this year for me. I have a video coming out, I think tomorrow, about my experience in secondary school. It's a long video, so I hope you guys watch that. Please also subscribe, comment, and share. I really like to see your guys' comments, and I really would love for you guys to come see more interesting videos on my channel. Either it's cooking videos or just encouragement talking videos, or just even about my life and learning from life experiences, you know. And one thing I was going to say is that 2020 has been, I call it the mysterious year. Like, it came with a lot of shit, yo. I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah, it came with a lot of baggage. Nobody expected 2020 to be like this at all. Like, we thought, oh, 2020 is like a new decade, beginning of the new decade. We're gonna rock it. It's 2020. You're gonna I would say almost everybody on my social media was hyping 2020 up. Even myself, I was so happy. It's like 2020, I'm gonna graduate from high school and I'm gonna get into the university and I'm gonna bam, I'm gonna do all these things. But, bruh, you don't know, 2020 don't work like that. It did not work the way everybody thought it was gonna happen. It was gonna work out. Like, every freaking body thought this is gonna happen different, but it didn't. And I learned because of that, I learned from 2020. This is my first lesson. I think I have about 5 lessons, depending on how my brain is thinking, but I think I have 5 good ones. And I learned that, see, we can't plan actions. We can think that we could plan actions for the future, but literally our whole future is not even in our hands. It's literally in the hands of God. I'm a Christian, so I've said it from the beginning. I believe in God, and I believe everything happens for a reason. I think we can predict, we can say we want to do this, we can have goals on a long term, but what will happen tomorrow we won't know, because we're not the one who created this universe that we're living in. We're not the one really, like, we're in control of our lives, but I feel like we have somebody directing our lives and helping us get through it. And I think when you plan all these things, it's good to be hopeful. When you plan all these things and say you're going to do this, these things that you're planning, you don't even know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen if something happens. Maybe somebody has an accident or death or something like that, or some kind of situation that might happen that might hinder you from even going to that situation, from not going to that event or that thing you want to do. I say everything happens for a reason. So the reason somebody might have a situation that somebody might be hopeful about something, but the thing doesn't come to pass, is that God always has a plan for these people. I feel I've always said, like, oh, I want to go somewhere, and like I end up not going. But then I realized that God's ways are not my ways. His thoughts are not my thoughts. the way God is thinking. He's already thinking what will happen and what will happen after. I'm just thinking what's going to happen in the present. I'm just thinking I'm just going to go there and have fun. But God is already saying she might not have to go there because maybe there might be a murder happening or a shooting happening. So he's trying to shield me from that. And that's just an example of how God does his wonders. Everybody thinks COVID was such a bad thing. I won't lie to y'all, but it was a blessing in disguise if nobody knew. Like, we got to stay in the comfort of our houses, stay with our families that I'm sure multiple people or some people don't even like have a good relationship with. Got to know ourselves more. I feel through COVID for me, I got self-growth a lot. I think I matured a lot. I got to know myself a bit more better. Because when I was in high school, I just used to see the same people every day. But when I was with myself, I got to do things on my own and just like know myself, grow in my own identity. And I think that's what happened for everybody else. And also know the people that are living in the same house as you. I feel like everybody, before COVID or before COVID actually happened, everybody would just go out, come back in the evening, just talk for a few minutes to their family members, and that's it. But when we're at home, when we're doing COVID, when we're doing the lockdown, and when things are online, we got to like communicate and know our family members a little bit more better, in the sense that like you got to talk more with your family members. I got to talk more. We got to spend more time together that we usually don't have, and we got to come to an understanding. Even though spending time sometimes can have its disadvantages, because you're seeing just like a couple people in your house, it's still beneficial to create building relationships and better communication skills with you and your family. Really, I think that was a blessing. Secondly, COVID was a blessing because, COVID was a blessing. I've said two things why COVID was like. The third thing is that I would say for high schoolers, everybody hates tests. Let me not lie. Some people like it, but they're so minimal. Everybody hated tests. Everybody did just like going to classes. Even though in the sense it's not a good thing, I noticed that like a lot of my friends that I was talking to, like, oh, this lockdown, this online is such more relief. Even though it could be boring for them, it's so much a relief because everybody was getting better grades. Like, I see that they were giving you free grades for things that you had to work for before, which in the sense is like, okay, you need to work for it, but at the same time it gives people a relief off their back that like people, especially people that are trying to go into university and college, that okay, at least I have a relief that okay, I could try my best, but it's not as if I'm going to be failing totally. And I think that really helps people a lot with their schoolwork. Also, people were able to identify mental health issues. I googled online and they said like about 70 to 80% of young people have mental health issues, and I will very much say including myself. Give me a second, my phone is about to die. Everybody has mental health issues, I think, to a point, to an extent. Not everybody, but some people. And mental health issues worsen, but some people also just acknowledged it, like, oh, I actually have this issue I need to deal with. Staying alone, isolating, being on lockdown in your house gives you the possibility of reflecting on your life, what you've been doing. When you keep going on and doing the daily stuff, you never reflect on how your life has been over like 5 to 10 years, and it helps people to reflect and also deal with issues personally in the comfort of their own home than just going every day and just like going crazy on a daily basis, which is really helpful for people who have mental health issues. And secondly, I would say, for even though COVID caused a lot of people to lose their jobs, some people actually, it helped a lot of people enjoy working from home, from the comfort of their home, because some people don't really like going to work every day and standing up every day and going to work. And they also introduced online learning and working, which is really helpful because literally, I'm saying literally, everything we do in our society today is really based online, and we had a lot of benefits as well. I had like countries had benefits to help people that didn't have money, and that was really helpful, like to know that a society is there for you. And it also it was helpful for people that were not even able to get jobs before ever to get benefits to help them live their lives. Like, we're not just stuck on empty ground. And I think reflection was a big point, because when you reflect on your life, on the things you've done and the things you've not done, it helps you know yourself more and know where you're going to and what you want to be and what is your purpose. I feel like personally this year was crazy, because transitioning from high school to university is a bit tough for almost everybody. And then I was waiting for admissions and waiting eagerly, and you don't know what's happening because schools are not texting you because of lockdown. You're trying to figure their own thing out, and you're waiting in there. I'm like, are they gonna answer? Are they gonna do something about this? And you don't even know if school's gonna be online or they're not gonna do university next year. And it's all sorts of craziness in your head, or like, and it also helps people realize that life is short. I cannot emphasize this enough. My sister always told me this, and I actually really believe it. This life now, life is too short. Enjoy your life. People were freaking dying every day, and I think this is the biggest lesson. People were dying every day this year. It was a crazy year. There was SARS. There was SARS is the Nigerian movement that happened this year. There was Black Lives Matter. That was a big one this year. In Liberia, there was killings, and even in multiple countries there were like genocides and stuff like that. And there was COVID, and there was a global presidential election in the US this year. A lot of things went on this year, and I would say living your life is a big thing, because if sorry guys, but if you don't live your life and do the things you want to do at the right time, or not even at the right time, just do it when you want to do it, you will regret in the future, why didn't I do it? Or if you got COVID, for instance, you'll be like, oh, I got COVID, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I'm on the sick bed, I'm about to die. That's why you have to live your life and do what makes you happy. That's a big thing. Do what makes you happy and live your life. If you want to be a president, work towards it. If you want to go to create a business, do it. If you want to go to university and school, do it. Do not wait. If you want to start YouTube like I did this year, do it. Do not wait for somebody to come and tell you you can do it later. Why can't you just succeed now? Why can't you start now? The sky is just your limit, guys. The sky is just your limit. You got to start now. Now. You got to start now, because later it might be too late. Live your life. Shine bright. Be happy. Anything that will make your happiness run, please put it inside fire and burn it. Anybody, anything, run. Don't even stay there. Pray. I learned to pray this year. I learned that God is in control. I think people underestimated God before. God, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, any religion that relates to God, people really underestimated God's power and might this year. And this COVID situation just showed that God is more real, and He is here. He's here, and He knows what He's doing. And He has also never lost the battle. God is all around us, and It showed in COVID. It showed that in a twinkle of the eye, God can change anything. If God wants it to be like this, it will be like that, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I think people need to learn that God is real, and they need to appreciate the significance and the mightiness of God on earth, because people really, really underestimate it. And it also makes me very, very sad that people do that. And also, I think people need to learn that money is not everything. We can have these benefits, we can have no jobs, but if you're not happy within yourself and you think money and chasing all these materialistic things will help your life, it won't. It won't, girl. It won't. I also learned that not everybody is meant to be in your life. This was a big thing for me this year. I won't say dropped because that's the most rudest way to say something, but I recognize what acquaintances mean and friendship means. I think that's a big thing for me this year. I really became closer with my friends this year, supposedly, and that's really the funniest thing, because the friends that I count to be friends still, like I would say last year, you think that when you're together you'll be tight, but distance does not mean friendship. I learned that a lot today. Distance does not mean friendship. Being together all the time does not mean friendship. I swear, you can be talking to the person like once, like I'm talking to the person like every day, and you will still be more friends, or even 2 hours a day, and you will be still more friends than even seeing each other every day. I feel like over phone and over like text, it's much more easier to like communicate with people, and we actually need to know the difference between acquaintances as well. Not everybody be your friend. Let me tell you, people in this life, everybody is looking out for themselves. You need to find the people that are really important and dear to your heart, that actually really love you and really reach out to you. Don't count everybody as your friend, because they always reach out to you when they need something from you. Sometimes it's not every time they're actually your friends, it's only when they need something to benefit themselves. And I think people really got hurt by that this year. Like, oh, you now notice that some people actually did not text you, actually did not worry about you, because they actually are not seeing you on a daily basis, so they don't actually give any care. I was going to say something that was bad, but they do not care about whatever you're doing. It's all about them, and you really need to take those people out. I mean, like, negativity, no, please. As well as having friends and acquaintances can be good, in some ways negative. Also, reaching out is another point I wanted to make. Reach out. People, you don't know what people are passing through. I always say this: you do not know what people are passing through, and that's why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. This COVID, everybody was passing through their own season. Let me not lie to you. Everybody had their own struggles. This COVID was not easy for anybody. This was the point in this year. This year was the time where everybody was struggling together, and everybody was just quiet about it. Everybody was struggling. Everybody was shaking. Like, everybody was shook because of COVID. And you don't know how people were affected in different ways. But just reaching out and trying to talk with one another, even if it's not on a daily, but like checking up on like a weekly or monthly basis, is really good for other people's mental health, and as well as yours too. You people, like, on my YouTube channel, you people, you didn't like when people reached out to you and actually talked more sensible things to you, and like reached out and said, oh, they love you, they're here for you, they support you in everything you're doing. When you're getting that kind of encouragement in this 2020, when people were getting that encouragement, it meant a lot to them, because people were always down, plus myself included. Everybody was down this year, and getting that encouragement for people that you really regard, you have high regards for, people that is really important to you, is really amazing. Just reach out to people. You never know if the person is having COVID. People shut up if the person have COVID, or if their family member have COVID, or somebody died in their family. A lot of people I know died this year, and like people that I know, not know deeply, but I know them, and they died, and their family members, were devastated. Or people getting COVID. I know one of my aunties got COVID. You don't know what people are passing through on the inside when they don't say it out. That's why it's really, really, really good to reach out. And please take that lesson to next year. Please reach out. COVID has not ended. Everybody thought COVID would end this year, and I pray that God will remove it. But COVID has not ended. And people, and even without COVID, people, we should be able to reach out to one another. Just because we have a situation going on in our whole world doesn't mean we shouldn't reach out. People need our support. People need our help. People need encouragement, and that's why I'm pleading. If you're watching this video, I even say leave the video and reach out to one of your friends I haven't talked to in a long time, or a family member. Reach out to them. It will be helpful to them without even you knowing it. And also acknowledge people that reach out to you. Because I'm not hog holy. Me, I don't reach out to everybody, but I try as much as possible to, and I think that's what everybody should do. Try your best. You can't reach out to everybody. You're not God but try your best, one by one, step by step, and reach out to everybody. It is really helpful because people also do the same to you, and I think everybody wants to be treat others the way they want to be treated, which will apply to reaching out to other people as well. I also learned that I learned a lot of things. I learned that talking out when you have issues or when you just feel lonely is really good. Like calling your friends or calling a family member when you feel down is really good because it helps you mentally a lot. I think almost everybody felt alone this lockdown. I felt really alone, even though I have people in my house. I felt alone because I didn't have people in my age group with me. So I felt but then sometimes you feel like they should call you, which sometimes it is pride comes in, like people should call you, like if you are doing the same to them. But sometimes just call your friends and actually check up on what they are going through. And also you guys should also check up on other people too, because you cannot be expecting what you're not giving. People are always expecting too much. I cannot be expecting somebody to call me and I have not called the person in like 1 year. It's not possible. Like, it's reciprocal. Friendship, relationship, familyship is give and I give you. If that, it can't work any other way. It can't work any other way. Can't work any other way. You give it and I give you. Like, if you are not willing to reciprocate, we can't be friends, we can't be family, we can't have acquaintances. It won't work. Even the workplace, if I'm communicating with somebody and the person is not communicating with me back, we can't work. We won't work. We won't have a work relationship. So you guys should be able to give small. It's not every time somebody must be giving. I know a lot of times where my personal story, I'm talking to some people here, they know themselves, but it's not every time you have to give. Some people you need to give back. You need to, and I think you guys have gotten my point. And I think, lastly, loneliness, being sad during this year, people shouldn't give them trip about themselves, like having like depression or like being alone. I felt alone. Even with me talking to people, I don't even have a lot of friends, but I felt alone. I felt like nobody cared. I feel like I know I'm not attacking anybody because I know my friends will be watching this, but I know my friends care. But at the beginning I feel like, so this is how life will be. Nobody will test me. So when we're at school and everything, you want to talk to me. But what is life outside of school? What is life outside of church or workplace? So you won't talk to me. You just do as if you don't know me till the next time we see each other again. I used to question him, I'm like, so that's how life is. Then we're not friends, we're not family. What are we even call ourselves? Acquaintances? If you are not willing to reach out, or if you're not willing to do the same. I have clothes, you know those things that come out of clothes, it's flying all over my hair and I don't know why, but yeah, you're not willing to talk to me and gist with me and just be there for me. Wahala for who no reach out though, wahala for who no get friend though, wahala for who no reach out, because you want people to be doing the thing, that exact same thing to you, but you're not doing it for them. Go possible, and that's on period. And I think those are the lessons I've learned this year. Loneliness does not mean that you're alone now, does not mean you're away. Please, anybody here, because I know everybody isolated this year, and I'm sure a lot of people felt lonely to a certain level. Loneliness does not mean that. Loneliness does not equal being alone, does not equal loneliness, and loneliness does not mean mental health issues. If you be alone, maybe you just feel like reflecting for yourself or something, and if you are feeling lonely, then that means you just, nobody's just there for you. And I feel like everybody has one or two people that will try to be there, but if somebody's not there, try to reach out to people also, so you don't feel alone in the whole kind of mess. Try. The amount of times I call my friends this year is not even a joke. Like, I'll feel just so bored and lonely, and I'm like, let me call these people. I'll call. You don't give up on people even if you're feeling lonely, because people will always forget you. People will always be going to their own shit and they will never remember you. And as well, that doesn't sound the greatest, but that's just how life is. That's how life is. And be grateful for the small things in your life. I remember to be grateful because some have food but cannot eat. I remember that I had to be grateful for the medication I had, for the spoon I had to eat. I had to be grateful because some people didn't have it nice this year, and I'm not gonna lie, some people didn't have it nice. I am grateful. Everybody should just even be thanking God. People that are Christian, or thank whatever you're thanking, just be thanking your maker, because some people didn't have it good this year, and that's just the truth. Be grateful for the small things you have in this life. The air you breathe, the water you bath in, the water you drink, the food you eat. Be grateful that you even have a head on top of a roof on top of your head. Be grateful. It's only God. That's what I'm saying. It's only God. Just be grateful for everything you have. Count your blessings, because some people were not able to count their blessings. I am counting my blessings with you all right now. Some people were not able to count their blessings. The small air with breathe. See, I'm breathing asthma right now. The breath while breathing. Be grateful for it. I know I'm talking rubbish, but be grateful. Be grateful. We need to be more grateful and thankful for everything we have, because I definitely feel like without God, we don't have any of these things. We need to be more appreciative of that. We need to be grateful. We need to be thankful. We also need to be thankful for the people that surround us. As much as I said, reach out and have friendships. Be grateful for the people you have, because some people have nobody. And I'm not going to lie to you today. Some people have no one to be there for them. I'm grateful for the people you have around you. Cherish them. I said, you know this line, let me show you something. You know this bag, wait. This book I have here, hold them like this, like almost strangle them. Cherish them, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. The person that you're fighting with today, you know what's going to happen to the person tomorrow. So cherish people that are around you. Love them unconditionally. And that's where I'm going to stop today. I don't talk too much, but cherish, love one another, spend time with your family. There's nothing that gives people more joy than that, even myself. You know the difference between friendship and acquaintances. Remember that this year was a hard time for everybody, so reach out and be grateful for the small things, because the small things make everything beautiful. And just be thankful for God and your family and your friends, because just be grateful and cherish them, because you can't trade God, family and friends for nobody. And even the people that surround you that are not even your friends, be grateful and love them unconditionally, because you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. And that's how I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna upload it today because I have a lot of videos on my phone and I never upload them, so I'm gonna upload it. And I hope to see you guys in another video. I'm gonna be uploading more videos, and I wish you all a wonderful new year. But it's Demi them vlogs, and I'll be back with more videos later. Bye.